Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. One of the things that I love about social media is that it connects us with people near us and far from us. And when I go live on TikTok or IG, a lot of you let me know what I should talk about in regards to entertainment, but also in regards to what I should be watching and talking about. Shout out to my friend Alex and all of you that told me to watch TLC's Welcome to Plathville. First of all, you know I talk about a lot of things on TLC. TLC has some really great reality TV programming. And one of the things that I love about reality TV, and it dates back to when The Real World premiered. Everyone remember The Real World? Loved The Real World. And one of the things that always fascinated me about reality TV and about life are people and why people do the things that they do. Welcome to Plathville is about a family of 11, 9 kids, and 2 parents that pretty much grow up in south part of Georgia. So it's deep south. And you can have all of your assumptions of what people in the South are like. And some of them may be true and some of them may be false. Well, this gives us an inside look into this particular family. And one of the things that I love is that you get to see how they live, but you also see how one of their older sons, he moves out and marries someone that's from their area, but also grew up very differently. And one of the things that sets this family apart is that they grew up with not having sugar. They grew up playing with each other. They grew up on a large farm. And also they grew up with not any sort of social media or TV. They're not the only ones. There are tons of people, millions of people that grow up without these things, and they're okay. But what fascinated me, and mind you, I've only watched 2 episodes so far, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked because it's another social experiment for me to watch and see how these people navigate the world. And I do think there are benefits to the way that they grew up, benefits to not having sugar. There are so many different studies about, and first of all, I'm just going to say, I love sugar. I love cookies, cakes. I love sugar. So it's interesting to see this family, all blondes. This is probably the only show I've ever watched where everyone seems to be blonde, even the people they marry. But I'm loving to see their oldest son leave the family and then be open to things like alcohol. They also didn't grow up with alcohol, partially because the mother's father was an alcoholic. So it's interesting how these dynamics are created based on your past experiences. I know I'm getting deep in the psychological part of this, but it really is like a case study. But it's also interesting to see, despite how they've grown up, the different personalities amongst the children. And so far, Mariah is my favorite because she's the rebellious one in the family. But to me, that also keeps the family dynamic interesting and also keeps the television show interesting. I'm hooked on Welcome to Plathville. Are you guys watching it? What's your favorite part? I hear it does get a little bit crazy in this series. So far, I'm interested because I think it's heartwarming to see a family that isn't caught up in everything that millions of people in the world are caught up with television and the internet and sugar and all these other things. They're really in their own little world, but they're not the only ones that live like this. I want to hear from you guys. Let's talk about it in the comments. Are you watching TLC's Welcome to Plathville? What are your favorite moments? What I should be looking out for? And other shows that you think I should be talking about and checking out. Again, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. I'll see you tomorrow.